And that's just what I was saying, like, about my kids. That it's not that I don't feel like I don't trust him, or I feel like he would hurt my children. But when you don't know children, when you don't bond with children enough to understand what they're ready for, what they can do, what they can't do, what's danger for them, because who knows? The baby could have been down there playing with the dog or antagonizing the dogs, and then that's why they did it. You know what I mean? Who knows? But you have to know your children a little bit, because anything can happen. So build a connection, see them a few times, bond with them, understand they bad as shit. You have to know children before you just watch, have them. Especially if it's not just in a vicinity of where you're with them in the room. If they're gonna be spread out, moving, operating in your territory, they need to be comfortable there. You need to be comfortable with them there, and you need to see how they operate. But that's just what I be saying. It's not even that I feel like you would do something intentionally to hurt my baby. It's just, if you don't know them, or if you don't bond with them, with him making comments, I feel like I don't even know my kids because of me, whatever. But even more reason why you should get them more and spend time with them, so that you can know them. So when they spend the night, they feel free, letting you know if they hurt, letting you know if they hungry, letting you know if they uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Letting you know if they scared. All of those things are important. And I remember, like, my dad was a good dad. He would get us during the weekend. But I remember even him coming to get us twice a month. Like, it felt like every time that I came, I would have to, like, get acquainted. When at my mama's house, I would feel free going in the kitchen. I would feel free, if it's 12 o'clock at night, going to the potty. But sometimes at my daddy's house, I used to be a little scared to, just go in the kitchen. That wasn't my house. So that's why I'm like, consistency is important. I don't want my kids to feel like, I want them to be used to the way that things go on over there, how they go on over here, and also how to adapt back. Because sometimes your kids leave for the weekend, or they leave for a period, and you have to reprogram their ass. And if you don't even like me as a co-parent, right, and we can't talk, if I'm doing things over here, like if I have a routine, if they're going to sleep at 9, if they brush their teeth at night and in the morning, whatever, and you're not upkeeping it over there, it could throw them the fuck off and fuck up everything that I'm doing over here. And I know, because it was a point in time where my ex, his daughter, we had her like on a potty training regimen. Like, he would basically wake her up all throughout the night, and then I would wake her up when he was working or whatever, so she could go potty train. And then she would go with her granny, and then she would like her granny would put pull-ups on her, and so she would be peeing on herself. You know what I mean? So it was hard getting her back, because she would be used to peeing in a pull-up, and we would be like, no, you're gonna go to the pot because you don't wear pull-ups over here. So you really gotta have a system in a community where people are reinforcing what you're doing, because it could throw off everything that you're doing. So people love to be, oh, mama's bitter, oh, it ain't that serious. It fucking is. When somebody's exerting all of their energy to raise up children, and then they go to another place, and nothing that they're doing is being like reiterated. I feel like it has to complement each other. But the thing with that situation, I don't even feel like it was foul play. I feel like dad is probably used to those dogs. He's comfortable with them. You don't think your dog is going to do nothing like that. They probably were upstairs being adults. And I know, because I done had kids in the house before. We upstairs in the room doing our little thing, whatever. But they probably thinking she downstairs playing. She got free space. Ain't nobody messing with her. YouTube is on. She vibing. And not thinking that that's going to happen. But again, you don't know her. She don't know this environment. And I just don't understand how nobody heard her. I think that it depends, right? I think that moms are usually on point, because moms are usually the one that's with the child full time. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's wherever the child is most. You know what I mean? You're gonna be on point as a parent more when you see those children. Like, my kids, they go quiet. I know one of them probably in the kitchen shitting in the trash can. Why? Because I'm here every fucking day. But if I don't know the child, if I'm not around the child frequently, that's the last thing that I'm gonna think is going on in the fucking kitchen, because it's quiet. You know what I mean? But I know my children because I'm here with them every day. And if I wasn't here with them every day, then they would be with, somebody else that would know them and gain some type of understanding. Like I said, sometimes it be, and I know how dads are when you finally got your kid at your house and you don't got to deal with the other baby mama. He probably, everything good. We had a good day. He upstairs thinking she downstairs playing. It could have been anything. I really don't get malice there or like pure intentional neglect, but I do feel like it's just that energy of not understanding the complexity of I have to be more vigilant and aware with her. This not her territory. Yeah, and it's one of those things to where if mom doesn't say anything, then you run the chance of something like that happening. And now mom didn't say anything; she just gave him the benefit of the doubt, and now baby girl not here. Like sometimes things need to be communicated. But I do think it said that the mom didn't think that nothing was wrong with the dog either. I don't know. But like I said, you being upstairs with the door closed and the 3-year old being downstairs in your territory is automatically like that baby would have been in the bed with us or next door to us, or I would have been frequently checking on that baby. He had a camera in a living room. Wow. That got to be hard to replay or to watch or revisit. Yeah, that has to be hard to revisit, to watch, to know on your conscience. And then people were in the comments and they're like, he needs to have involuntary manslaughter. Like that's just a heavy, it sucks on both ends. You know what I mean? Especially when it wasn't intentional, planned, or like some type of diabolical mindset behind it. That's like 2 lives lost, basically. So it sucks. And it's one of those things to where it happened and you wish you could take it back. You wish you could go back to that space. You wish you could be like, oh, I'm gonna keep the door open, or I'm gonna sleep with baby girl on the couch, but nothing about it. You cannot go back. That's the worst thing to live with. I could have made 1 or 2 shifts or changes within my actions to shift this outcome, and no matter what I do, I can't fucking go back. That's horrible. That's a horrible feeling. Yeah, for the mom too. Yep. Yep. Absolutely.